to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Checking the pulse of Husker Nation, brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, it's officially tight shirt day here on the Carriker Chronicles. But the show topic I have planned for today has been pre-planned for a long time because this is how this typically works. I usually do a record prediction show. Will Nebraska make a bowl game before the season? I usually do it after the first 4 games heading into conference play, and then I usually do it with 4 games left in the season, which this is the point we're at right now. So I usually do, will Nebraska make a bowl game with about 4 games left in the season? So I feel a little bit silly because the odds of us going 6-6 at this point aren't phenomenally phenomenal. At the same time, you never know what could happen, okay? I mean, just because Frost has never beaten Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Iowa doesn't mean we can't win out. All right, you never know. We could go, we could win out, or we could go 3-9, My prediction is neither one of those, just so you know. I'm having a little bit of fun here. But I am going to stick with my predetermined show topic of will Nebraska make a bowl game or not, and my prediction at the end of the show may actually surprise you. Okay, so our next opponent is Purdue. Now, I feel good about our chances of winning this game, but Purdue's also won 2 of the last 3 meetings versus Nebraska. After I watched them thump Iowa, okay, you never know what can happen. We are 3-3 in the last 6 games of this series, Nebraska versus Purdue, but we are coming off a bye week. We are going to be at home. If the Huskers aren't motivated, extra motivated for this game, I don't know when they're going to be. So I feel pretty good, not to give away my prediction from my prediction show later on this week. Tune in for that on Wednesday here in the Carriker Chronicles. But I feel pretty good at this point, anyways, saying we're going to beat Purdue. Okay, that puts us at 4-6 because we're currently 3-5. All right, our next opponent after that would be them Buckeyes. Now, it's really hard right here, right now, to predict a win over Ohio State for Nebraska. But at the same time, we have played a top 5 Oklahoma team down to the wire, top 10 Michigan, top 10 Michigan State teams down to the wire. So we have shown we can play with anybody. We've also shown we can lose to anybody. So we could potentially win that game. It is in Lincoln. Ohio State does have a young quarterback, a very suspect defense. The offense is insanely explosive. They are still Ohio State. This moment in time, it's hard to predict that we're going to win. So if we lose, that would put us at 4-6. All right, heading into those last 2 games, we're going to have a bye week, and then we go to Wisconsin. Now, we've had some close games with Wisconsin in the past. And Wisconsin, they're not the typical Badgers that we've seen from previous seasons. They've had a bit of an up and down season. So my prediction is we either beat Wisconsin or Iowa. Okay, I think we split those 2 games. And if we did that, that would put us at 5-7, which obviously would not make us an automatic qualifier for a bowl game. Okay, now one quick random sidebar. And I have mentioned this before, but I hate the fact that 5-7 teams can even be qualified for a bowl game. I don't even like the fact that 6-6 teams are guaranteed a bowl game. In my opinion, to be guaranteed a spot in the bowl game, you should have to have a winning record, which is 7-5. And then any remaining bowl spots that are available should only be available for 6-6 teams. And then it should be the 6-6 teams with the strongest strength of schedule. So if you're a 6-6 team that played 5 top 25 teams and you're competing for a bowl spot with a 6-6 team that played 1 top 25 team, I don't care who you are, what conference you're in, you should get that spot. So 7-5 should guarantee a bowl game. Any remaining spots should go to 6-6 teams with the toughest strength of schedule. But alas, 6-6 teams are guaranteed a bowl game, and then 5-7 teams are eligible as well. So my prediction is that we're going to go 5-7. And my prediction, because we're in Nebraska, and I don't feel like 5-7 teams should be in bowl games, I don't care who the team is, but because we're in Nebraska, I think we're going to get into a bowl game. So I don't think we're automatically going to qualify. I hope I'm wrong, by the way. I hope we get to 6-6. Doesn't seem likely at this point. You never know. They're college kids. Two different teams show up each and every week wearing the same Nebraska uniform. But I predict we're going to go 5-7. We will not automatically qualify. But because, somebody's going to want us, I think we're going to end up in a bowl game at 5-7. So it's like good, bad, however you want to look at it. Let me know your thoughts, and hopefully you can find shirts that fit you better than this one fits me. I've never worn it before. Throw the bones. Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.